35th President of the United States, John F. Kennedy, said, "Washington is a city of Southern efficiency and Northern charm." You can check out this for yourself. The District of Columbia on the Potomac River between Maryland and Virginia is set aside as the nation's capital so that the federal government would not be located in any single state. The capital city of the United States, Washington, D.C., is fittingly packed with incredible things for you to see and do. Plan your trip to the nation's capital with our list of the top attractions. At the top of the list of tourist attractions in Washington, D.C. is, without doubt, the White House. It is where the president works and lives with his family. It is also the symbol of the United States to the rest of the world. Recognized around the world as a symbol of the United States, the Capitol Hill boasts of the most popular site in Washington, D.C. The huge dome stands out above all other Washington buildings. Another place to visit is the United States Capitol, where Congress meets. If you're only visiting for a short time, there's no easier way to experience the city than on a hop-on, hop-off bus, one of the best things to do in Washington, D.C. for first-time visitors. These tours offer loops around the city so you can get to all the most iconic tourist attractions in Washington, D.C. without having to worry about coordinating transportation. A trip to Washington just isn't complete without a stop at some of its great museums, many of them free. Amazing monuments, memorials, and iconic historical landmarks. The Lincoln Memorial, the Veterans Memorial, the Washington Monument, Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial, Jefferson Memorial, United States Botanic Garden, the National Mall, and many more to go on. When in Washington, D.C., catching a river cruise can give you a great new perspective of the city, where you can enjoy a buffet lunch or dinner and a live DJ. At night, Washington is transformed as the floodlights are beamed up to the monuments, giving them a completely different look from their daytime appearance. Let's enjoy delicious food around the city. The food in Washington, D.C. is no less, with its multicultural society influencing the local cuisine. The city is famous for the proper burger, half smoke, which is sausage made of half pork and half beef, with the meat having a slightly coarse texture, epic 40-layer lasagna, Chesapeake blue crabs, and lots of mouth-watering dishes to taste. Despite being the headquarters of the Department of Defense and one of the most secured buildings in the country, visitors are allowed to tour the Pentagon. While tours are free, you must request a ticket at least 14 days in advance. In the city, the downtown area of D.C. is by far among the best places to stay in Washington, D.C. if you want easy access to the Smithsonian museums, the most famous monuments, and the Potomac River. You will find budget hotels here. Chinatown, Logan Circle, Georgetown are also awesome places to stay from where you have an easy access to the tourist places. Will you be following This Weekend Washington, D.C. on your next trip? Online Travel Direct will help you to find the best flights and hotels. Let's explore the soul of a nation. One of the world's most acclaimed museums, the National Air and Space Museum, boasts of the most extensive collection of air and spacecraft in the world. More recent flight history is represented here by the Apollo 11 command module, part of the first manned lunar landing mission. The best part? Admission to the basic museum is free, though fees may be charged for features such as IMAX. One of the most bizarre places to visit in Washington, D.C., the International Spy Museum, is the place where visitors walk in the shoes of the spies and feel the thrills of being in espionage. You have to pay $16 to $25 to enjoy this thrill. One of the nation's leading centers for performing arts and cultural and entertainment hubs, The Kennedy Center is one of Washington, D.C.'s tourist places that are worth visiting. Offering over 2,000 performances yearly, it is a one-stop destination to enjoy live theater, ballet, jazz, classical music, and opera performances.